I'm a believer. I believe in the freedom of choices in which people are not bound to any rules but are encouraged to pursue what they want to. It's like being able to find that perfect material to build that house model. Ever since high school, I've been starving for that education that can be found in class. Therefore, my every greatest achievements are usually outdoor. In this video, I want to show the part of my life that I'm most proud of. Architecture, or how I have pursued it. Hi, my name is Dung. Welcome to my portfolio. I'd like to begin this video with my first ever architecture project that has set the base to all the followings. So, let's begin our tour. Land for a motor scale was basically a replica of my school. The idea was to create something extraordinary in my senior year so that I wouldn't regret ever to decide not to when I graduate. I found a motor house team, which included individuals who had great passions for art, in order to help me achieve that idea. We had a rough time trying to decide what to be done since none of us had participated in such activity before. We taught ourselves AutoCAD to draw the blueprints for the model and started shaping the school as similar to the original as we possibly could. 4 weeks of work and the result was satisfying. A teacher noticed what we were doing and offered us a place in Students and Scholar Products exhibition. Some said it wasn't the best copy of the school. A few details were misplaced and mismeasured, but my experience was more original than ever, because it started my endless pursuit of the art of architecture. Motorhouse team made a great impact on the students as well, and we continue our work in the next art, the backdrop project. Now, we only had 2 months to build this whole thing, including recruiting new members for the Motorhouse team. Yep, we became the official department of my school's annual homecoming festival after the first project. I think I can say that our work attracted people because of our unique kind of activity. Back to the backdrop. This is his first design, which was cancelled because it was too extreme and impossible to build. We also had a lot of other cool and crazy ideas, but they all ended up in the bin. I realized something that was so simple could actually be the hardest one to design. People tend to mess things up, not simplify them. A wooden board with pictures? Well, that would do as fine as the giant hands. And it was pretty cool to look at as well. It caught the eyes of some teens magazines and our work was recognized. And that was more than just success, that was the appreciation of art. And that just made me happy. This is a 2-storage villa I designed for my family. For the sake of architecture, I would like to just go into details about the second floor and the attic, because I think I messed up the ground floor. Here, you can see there's no window in this room. It's not that I forgot to put in one, but because this is an urban house, which will be built in the crowded and domestic areas in Vietnam, where houses are tightly placed next to each other. So there wouldn't be any room for a window on those sides. I'll redesign this someday, but now let's see how I designed the other 2 floors. The second floor should be where my families enjoy their days at home, so there has to be a lot of recreational areas like TV, wine closet for dad, garden for mom, and a bookshelf for me and my brother. Mom says she wants to have a bedroom with big windows where she can look out for the thieves downstairs. I like to have a reading area where I can sit there and enjoy the view of the garden. Very relaxing. The attic has an exposed bedroom with extended windows running across the wall. That gives us the sense of everything around while still being in the house. It provides great views and bright light for the floor. You may not have to turn on the lights and let the sky illuminate your space. And of course, a garden over here. Gardens make everything lively. Nature plays a big role in the perfect architecture, but sometimes it can be hard to be comprehended. Last October, Ho Chi Minh City suffered a very bad water submergence due to the heavy rains and the outdated drainage system. My home was in one of the most effective roads and I was not pleased, so I thought I'd work my magic. I was inspired by Cu Chi, Vietnam's historical underground tunnel system, which was basically a bunch of empty caves connected to each other. What if we can apply that system to solve our problem? In Vietnam, bus is quite popular. You can find a random bus station within the 200-meter walk. and this model was built upon that valuable resource. I placed water tanks under this bus station, which are redesigned to be able to slow the movement of the rain. The water goes down the sewers and enters the tank. These tanks are connected by pipes. Whenever a tank is overloaded, water will follow these pipes to the nearest bus station, and the process repeats. My only consideration right now is how to suck the water back out, since that might include creating a new drainage system for my drainage system. But I hope in the future, this idea will be developed and applied in Vietnam. Well, that's the end of our tour. Thank you for your time. I hope to see you again.